Hey LinkedIn, just wrapping up the week here, and I just want to make a quick comment. Recently, we've been having multiple customers come to us and talk about what we would categorize as our pre-sales sort of quadrant one, but talking about essentially leads or demand gen or getting new business and challenges with that. It's so interesting because one of my hypotheses about this is that, I think over the years, perhaps the, sales automation, marketing automation, perhaps is not performing the way it should, or something's gone sideways because it keeps coming up. And it's interesting because there's so many companies out there that, I get emails on every day. I get them in my LinkedIn inbox every day. Oh, we do lead gen, lead gen, lead gen. And obviously that field, in my opinion, is very muckied up, and there's a lot of poor work in that area. But, for years and years, we did something called strategic relations. And it was a very surgical one-to-one approach of really knowing how to identify the exact person and then hunting and essentially going directly for them in a very one-to-one setting and creating every single element of everything that's needed in order to go win that relationship and enter a new sales conversation. And we stopped doing that in 2020 and turned our entire team, sort of unleashed our entire team internally for our own sales efforts. And we actually ended up doing our second highest ever year in 2020 and then highest ever in 2021. And a big part of it was our team that was doing that. Our demand gen team / strategic relations team winning net new logos. And also, some account-based selling and net new logos. And, we've gotten really, really good at that over the last 15 years. And so just an interesting comment, but something is changing out there because we keep hearing, it come up with many very large companies. And I guess what that tells me is whatever, the work on inbound, inbound versus outbound, I think ultimately what it's coming down to is the inbound that you're getting is really from well-done outbound efforts in many cases. And I think that if I had to choose one tool, I want to know how to identify that exact person and go hunt the person I'm going after and bring it to the table. And I think that if you know how to do that, you do that well, you're going to be able to feed your team effectively. And I think it's a little scary to think about the inbound side of things and just trying to set up automated tools with the hope that you're going to get the reaches in, because, people are getting bombarded today. And you can see it. I see it in my inbox. I see it in my LinkedIn inbox. It's really just becoming noise. And the more noise there is, the more need there is for being very surgical, being very selective, and making sure that your message is excellent, and you've really done the work to do your homework, craft messaging that's relevant, craft video and assets and sales decks and content and case studies and everything that follows that end-to-end sales journey, so you can bring the right person to the table and then have a relevant, Zoom call or in-person meeting if you want to do it that way. But I think it makes an argument all the more for the one-to-one approach. And I think, anyway, so we've done that on a consulting level, and we've done that. We've taken on a few clients for that exact work, and it's hugely successful. But anyway, I thought I'd just throw that out there and hear your thoughts on it. Why the change, or why is it coming up, or maybe that's affecting you? I'm not sure. And conversely, if you want to hear a little bit more about that program, then I'm happy to set up a call and talk about how we do it or how we tackle that problem. Anyway, hope you have a great weekend. And if you like it, hit like. Okay, thanks.